Today marks 1 year since a large fire broke out at a chicken farm in northeast Brazos County. The plumes of smoke could be seen as far away as Limestone County.
So that fire Feather Crest Farms out near Curtin destroyed 2 structures on site. A lot of chickens inside. But it was firefighters from across the Brazos Valley that went out there. They were able to prevent the fire from doing additional damage.
Anytime a major incident like this happens, Brazos County Emergency Management is there to help coordinate a response.
And we learned this week that we have a new emergency management coordinator for Brazos County, but he's absolutely no stranger in the community. His name is Jason Ware, and congratulations joining us here in studio. You have been serving, I want to get this right, you've been serving as the interim emergency management coordinator for the last 4 months, deputy EMC the last 8 years. You have your hand in the volunteer fire department out there in the Curtin area. You do some work with the sheriff's office. This is kind of a no-brainer for you to take this position. I can say that.
Right. Yeah. It was definitely a surprise. Something that I've been working for many years. Yeah. Having my hand in public safety now in Brazos County for almost 25 years now, and so getting the promotion to the EMC role was definitely a step in the right direction for my career goals.
You're always very helpful when it comes to media relations, so we know you well, but for our viewers, tell us just a little bit more about where you're from and your background and how you landed here.
So I was born and raised right here in Brazos County. Grew up here. My dad was, and my extended family was all involved in the fire departments, and growing up it was something I wanted to do. 17 years old, joined the volunteer department, and off my public safety career went. And ended up right there in Brazos County Emergency Management 8 years ago.
Well, tell us more about the role that you're taking on. What does the Emergency Management Coordinator do for our community?
So one of the biggest things is networking with the other emergency management professionals here in Brazos County, to include Texas A&M University as well. But not only our local emergency managers, but our regional EMCs, our regional emergency management professionals, and our state partners as well. Having those networks is very important to having a successful emergency management program, and knowing where those resources are when you need them and how to get them.
We talked a little bit about the fire that happened a year ago, but your role goes into tornadoes, hurricane evacuations, even back when the COVID thing was happening. So you're there for all the big stuff that really takes place. In this role, what do you think our county's strength is when it comes to disaster and emergency response, and what do you want to work on in your new role?
I think we can always build resiliency. I know that families out there are resilient and prepared for anything that comes up, but that outreach, working with the citizens, working with our partners, working with our team to increase that resiliency and build those family plans when things do happen, and try to beat that complacency that sometimes happens when we go a couple of years without a tornado or a flooding event or something.
And then something catches us off guard.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Texas Division of Emergency Management is run by the A&M system. When we talk about the resources that we have right here in our backyard with TEEX and Disaster City, what does that mean for your job and the role you play?
It gives us the opportunity to have some training capabilities, and not only that, but having that network, that the resources in our backyard that are readily available through a certain process to get to them, but having those relationships ahead of time is very, very important. But again, just having the team that we have here in Brazos County with the cities and A&M in the system is very important. And so having access to those resources is very important as well.
All right, this is Jason Ware. He is the new Emergency Management Coordinator for Brazos County, and congratulations.
Thank you all very much.
Well deserved. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to be back after this.